That area of effect on elemental weakness is really, really low when you first get it, I guess. Like, look at that. That's barely enough to cast on, like, 3 enemies. Maybe 5 if they're bunched up, I guess. And he's hexproof. Yay! Get a curse and instantly you get hexproof enemies. Nice. Makes complete sense. Though he seemed to die pretty quickly anyway, without me even paying attention to him, so... Okay, there we go. Time to ascend. Because of my level, I'm gonna try to find the stairs as quick as I can and avoid all the other rooms. Vulnerable to elemental damage. That looks really nice. Being on the bar. Come on, fire trap, work. Or bear trap can. Ooh, a Vaal orb. Give me that. I think I showed it in the currency when I was explaining the currency, but Vaal orbs corrupt stuff, and if you corrupt something, it might give you a special modification to your item, but it makes it so you can't modify it any further. So if you have the same, like if you have a certain type of sockets, let's say these 3, if you corrupt it, you can't change it unless you use one of the master's abilities. I think you can modify sockets. Well, I forgot about Grace. Grace is an aura. Auras reserve your mana, so if I use it, I only have 185 mana instead of 300. But I actually completely forgot about it. But it gives me 227 evasion, and keep in mind that that is raw evasion, which means all of your percentages to evasion addition to it. But without further ado, let's do the Dark Altar. So this is the Act 2 boss of the game, as soon as he decides to spawn, that is.
Just need a moment.
Come on, let's see what you got, Vaal Oversoul. Oh, do not get hit by the laser beam, because that will do massive damage to you. And I think it's all chaos damage too, which doesn't help either. Oh. Don't laser beam me! Stop laser beaming me! Probably shouldn't have activated that. He's almost done. those laser beams. There we go, we got Iron Mask.
I like darkness as much as the next assassin, but that was overdoing it.
Mine does mana. That one does life and mana. Life regenerated, and this one does lightning resist. I think I'll put this on, and deadly ailment support goes there. Because that gives me considerable amount of life and lightning resist. So I'll just put that in there. Has less sockets though, unfortunately. Alright, I think we're done here. Let's go on to Act 3. The City of Sarn. Find the Sarn encampment.
It's so good to be back in the city.
Sarn is great. Act 3 has all sorts of neat stuff. In a matter of speaking. Level 23 still? Come on. At least be level 24. Especially with all these new mobs of enemies. So many enemies that are grouped up together that it's really hard not to be over leveled. Alright, so more intelligence, because why not? There we go. Fire dash, I'll take that. Night support. Coat, I'll take that. And all of a sudden, knights in black armor. It's VSEC all over again.
To catch my breath.
Guard captain. You don't have a special name. Come on. Oh, there we go. I keep forgetting to use Rallying Cry. I've had it for a decent amount of time and I just haven't been using it. Smoke mine, that's good.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but we've no time for talk. Tolman was out here with me and now Piety has him. They're headed for the crematorium. I have no chance against Piety and your blackguards, but you.
And I have stuff to kill. Alright, so now we have to head for Piety. The woman we saw earlier. That made that one girl rage. Found ailments. Right. Superior silk slippers. Yeah, that's better than what I got. And put those two back there. Sell that, I guess. Oh, I have a tiny bit more energy shield. 16% elemental damage. Then that's challenging. 186 to 132 or 84. Yep, that's still less. Somehow it's still less. And movement skill hacks. Now for the Sarn encampment. Now it would make more sense for someone to guess that there is an encampment in Sarn rather than the forest. So there is that. Now let's see if we can get some quests.
You can't catch the shadow. That's what we honest businessmen were told when considering your services. But here you are. I call that false advertising. Well, at least you brought Clarissa back to us. That's gone part way to polishing up that tarnished reputation of yours. Problem is, undyed lover ain't much good to anyone. Like gloves, they tend to be more useful than peers. The missing glove in this case is a young fella named Tolman. See if you can finish the job, huh? Find Tolman. And I know it's not really part of your job description, but we'd like him alive, please.
See, now this guy actually gets that my character supposedly murders people, you know. Like all those other people, they're like, hey, do stuff for us. Now, it would be nice to have some better gloves. 71 evasion compared to 11. That would be nice, but I'll find something better eventually.
Maramua Patua welcomes you here to this village of circumstance. As you can well appreciate, we exiles make our homes wherever Rayclass allows us to. Although we all here harbor different beliefs, see with different eyes, we are united in our thanks for returning Clarissa to us. She is the gentle heart of this place, a spirit still capable of love in this wasteland of hatred. Yet, that gentle heart remains in jeopardy. Piety and her blackguard still have Tolman, and although he isn't deserving of Clarissa, she'll not smile until he's by her side.
So I guess we have to go find Tolman. You've rescued Clarissa, but still need to find Tolman. Find him in the crematorium. Yeah, you want to find someone where they burn remains of people. Yeah, that sounds great. Should sell this junk.
You're right.
For get to. There we go. Need to bring up my chromatic orb stash again. And Clarissa we already talked to.
Keep your distance, Exile. The name's Grigor, and when you've had your eyes fill of my twisted visage, how about you turn those fine jellies of yours eastward? Yes, you've brought Clarissa home to us, and once again I see she pesters me with pity. There's only so much broth, so many bouquets that a man can take. For a criminal, Clarissa has a strangely soft center. Still, I'd rather not see that heart of hers harden. See if you can find that lost boy mate of hers. With him around, Clarissa doesn't have as much time to bother me.
Tread carefully, Exile.
Well, alright, I guess everyone wants us to find Clarissa. Clarissa's Tolman. Alright, now for what I mentioned before, that this is the entrance to the Lord's Labyrinth, and you have this Ascendancy Flask. which instantly unlocks for me because I already did the trials earlier. But each of these circles here represents the trials, and there's 6 of them in total, unless they added some in the later acts for whatever reason. But you go in there and you basically have a very enlarged version of a trial, which means there's traps, there's enemies, and then you have to fight a Azara, the boss, to get your ascendancy point. So that's where that is. Right here, Leo, the master of the arena, you talk to him to do PvP, if that's what you're interested in, which I have never done PvP, nor do I want to in this game. So let's continue on, I guess. Why was it showing that, like, the Act 5 map? That was weird. The slums. Sounds great. Sounds like the perfect place to go in a town of corruption, doesn't it? The slums? Like, no merchants district, you know, no rich people's district. Just go to the slums.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
The sewer grating will open after we finish the quest. Try to find where I'm supposed to go after all these enemies stop bogging me. Clearly going the wrong way. Looks like it. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Why didn't this dying outcast get hit? It was right next to the mine. Or trap. Excuse me. And a ghost I can't kill because I'm using traps.
The Monkey King has built his throne on your back. A throne of gold and gem, polished with blood and tear. Throw off the Monkey King and his shining privy before your back is broken.
No idea what the Monkey King is referencing. Guess it really doesn't matter too much.
Let me bend your ear for a moment.
Well, what if I don't want you to bend my ear, huh, vegan? Okay, for vegan's quests, you duel him, and that's about it. So I'm just gonna skip his altogether for right now, since that's not what I'm trying to focus on.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
get bear trapped yourself. Well, unless that guy was considered the Monkey King, I don't know. There's more ancient graffiti things that reference him, I do believe, somewhere later on in the city. And we find our destination of the crematorium.
Treat life and death with equal grace, it's said. If I were death, I'd take offense at this place.
And finally, I am the same level as the area. Though I'm pretty sure that's not going to last very long. Oh, they added screams. How lovely. I don't remember hearing any screams in this area before. Well, it is a crematorium, so people will burn here. Undying wretch. Now where to go? There's also a trial of ascendancy here. I think I don't know if I mentioned that it was here, but there's a trial of ascendancy here somewhere. Ooh, a golden strong box. Ignites you when activated, casts lightning storm and enemy. Alright, time to get ready. That ignite damage really, Ooh, that's really good. I'll take that. I'll take that over my, that's way better, actually, than my other flask. I'll take it.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Jeweler's orb, that's good. An iron scepter, which gives 14%. Okay. Trap through door hacks. Here we go. Just throw your trap through the bars. I could throw through two sets of bars. That's some hacks right there. Life hacks. Casting flammability on it. I need flammability. Yay, level up. Now I can almost get that hasty construction. I wonder what... Oh, I can go over here. Oh, and right there is the Trial of Ascendancy. You see the book and the lever and stuff. That's the Trial of Ascendancy thing.
My shadow continues to nip at my heels. Bag it and tag it, boys and girls.
And now we get to fight Piety.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And of course she runs away. Because why would you just let you kill a main character right away? That's not allowed. And Tallman looks worse for wear right there. Apparently dead in the process. So is it one of these chairs for Clarissa? Question mark. Good thing we saved her from that fate. Alright, now let's head back to get our reward.
Poor Tolman. I made this bracelet for him when he first arrived here. Idiot said he'd never take it off. I called him a liar. He didn't, though. Not once. I need to give you something. I asked a lot of you out there in the slums. More than I should have. You tried. And that's all we exiles can ever hope to do. Watch yourself.
I no longer dream when I sleep. I have a nightmare. The same nightmare over and over. The mirror. It's never my reflection looking back. The first time that mirror appeared to me, it was Cole I saw. A rapist from Oriath I had the displeasure of sharing a pen with in Gravisius' stockade. Piety took him for her experiments. That night, I saw her handiwork while I slept. This time, it was Tolman. Flesh dried to leather, organs shrunk to husks, blood trickling through his skeleton like red dust in an hourglass. It's Piety's gift to me, that mirror. At least I won't be seeing Clarissa the next time I look into it. Make sure it's not you I see either. I walked halfway across this forsaken continent because of an ode. Of jewels and eternity, it's called. For twinkled promises of jewels and eternity, the Gemling Queen gave her heart and body to the King of Shades for one more day in the sun. The last day in the sun. That's but a portion of the full epic. The Gemling Queen lived, and she's the enigma behind the fall of the Ezomites and the Eternals both. Look to the Solaris Temple to the northeast. Find the Gemling Queen's remains before Piety does, and destroy them. Tread carefully. Exile.
Well, alrighty then. I guess we have our next destination.
Tolman's dead then. Another victim of Piety's cruelty. Perhaps he escaped lightly. Look upon Grigor to see what life entails under Piety's influence. I give you this, in recognition of all that you have done for us. We shall mourn Tolman's death as we shall treasure Clarissa's life.
So now here is most of the curses. Sansa's Mark gives you power charges. Wrath is a spell. Oh, it's an aura. Psh, never mind. Frostbite is the frost aura. Conductivity is a shock, and flammability is what I need. A flame
General
one.
Gravisius demands absolute obedience from his blackguards, meaning he's surrounded himself with cowards and lackwits unable to lift a finger without orders. If you are able, traverse the river and murder Gravisius in his own barracks. You'll be ripping the very mind from the skulls of our enemies. Be well.
Well, we have 2 different destinations now. Flammability right there.
I'll miss a boy. He was always up for a laugh, whether it was at his expense or not. But I wouldn't miss that Clarissa more. Argan's the name, by the way. And it's my honor to welcome you to dirty old Sarn, the metropolis of opportunity. The opportunity to make something of yourself, or the opportunity to have a very messy death. Victaria was a poet what ended up leading a rebellion, right under the nose of Emperor Chittis. But here's what really interests me. Our wordsmith was quite a talented larcenist as well. Pulled off the heist of the century, in the name of the people, of course. 3 finely crafted platinum busts, commissioned by Chittis for his favourite trio of generals. Victario and his coppers hold up in the sewers. Now that you have Clarissa's keys, perhaps you'd be inclined to search out those heroic busts for me. I'm sure I can make it well worth your while.
Or, you know, I could just sell the bus myself and get a few exalted orbs. Okay, I wish you could do that, but then again, he does. I'm pretty sure you get a skill point for his quest. Right, I was gonna sell that. Alright. Whoops. Now let's head towards the sewers. Now that we have the sewer key, we can head towards the sewer grating that was in the near the beginning of the slums here.